I want to talk about the Ancient Magus Bride Season 2 because I've not seen anybody talk about this Season 2, and both parts have been really, really good. Part 1 was phenomenal, and Part 2 so far has been so good.
This video has been brought to you by Spectorals Inc.
I think the number one reason, Splash, that people aren't watching Ancient Magus Bride is because the first season is already dubbed, and people don't like to actively watch anime from week to week that already have a dub. They'll tend to wait for the dub of the following season to get adapted before they watch it. And I think that's a lot of what Ancient Magus Bride is suffering from. I also think, once again, from what I've said, is that we all have anime watch fatigue. And we're bombarded with so many good anime from literally, beginning of 2022 till now. People just don't have the time to try to keep up with every series. And as I've stated in other videos, the majority of anime fans are casuals, though otakus are in the extreme minority. And so when you only might watch 3, maybe 4 animes a season, and maybe sometimes only one particular anime a season, let's put that in the context of this season. If you're watching JJK, more than likely, if you're a casual, you're not watching anything else. The only thing you might have watched in addition to JJK is the Attack on Titan season finale, or final episode, whatever you want to call it. Think of it as the man going out to eat argument versus the woman going out to eat argument, right? Most men, we're very left brain, aka logical. So if we're gonna go out to eat, even if it's a high-end restaurant, we already know what we're gonna order. It's probably our favorite restaurant. We've been there before, and usually you don't want to go outside the box of what you're familiar with. Whereas women tend to be more right brain, more creative, more free. And so if you take a woman out to eat, that's why a lot of women are indecisive when it comes to trying to figure out what to eat. And so it's the same analogy with the anime seasons right now. It's just too many goddamn anime that's good right now. Even when you go look at the winter season is fucking packed full of watchable anime. But people have jobs, responsibility, kids, people have commitments socially or business-wise, and so you just can't fit it all in. And certain niche shows like Ancient Magus Bride are going to fall by the wayside. People are working longer than they ever have. A lot of people have a second job or a side hustle, so it's just like people just don't have time to ingest all of this anime. They'll catch it on the flip side. And this is the trade-off of the binge model versus the week-to-week model. With the week-to-week model, yes, you have more interest, you have more people talking about it, you have more people getting into it. But on the flip side, if it's a more of a niche-type series that doesn't apply broadly to everybody, even though I think Ancient Magus Bride is a shonen, but it's still a very niche shonen that's targeted toward women more than it is men, you're going to have significant drop-off of interest by the week-to-week crowd because it's just something that they're going to binge later versus putting it out as a binge anime, seeing how it does. And Netflix has been experimenting with this heavily. They're actually going back to the binge model with a lot of their animes versus doing them week to week because they see this problem creeping up and occurring. And this is another thing that's causing the slow demise of not only Shonen Jump and all of their magazines, but it's also the thing that's going to end up killing the anime industry if they don't fucking head it off at the pass. You're going to have to put non-popular series as binges, and the series that have big budgets and have a lot of hype, those are the ones that are going to have to go week to week. If you don't change this model, anime is going to stagnate and people are going to have less interest in trying to watch more anime and only focus on the popular ones.